What the fuck? Okay, whatever. Welcome to this out of season, rather unplanned stream today. I just am so hot right now, and I do not feel like I can get anywhere in Hades. So I was like, let's just play some demos that I have on my Steam that I downloaded months ago to my Steam account. So yeah, let's do that today. And we're starting off with Pragmata, which I know is already released. I don't care. I'm gonna play the demo and see how it's going. How it's going, if I like it or not, and if I might purchase it for myself. That is what demos are for, after all, to get a feeling for the game. And I just am glad that a game like this, a game this big, still has its demo up for everybody to play. Because let's face it, games are goddamn expensive, and still no, it's fine. Yeah, not everybody can afford every game, especially not at full price, and it is nice to get just a feeling for it to see if it is something one would invest their time and money in. Right? Alright. This mode is recommended for players who like action games. This is the normal difficulty setting. Yeah, it's fine. What?
Hey,
alright, sure.
Diana! Little help here? Look out! What are you doing?
She drawing?
Diana!
Like the first hour of the game, I'm gonna presume.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, why weapons? Why guns specifically? LT to aim, RT to fire. That's fine. Ammo will recharge. Is there like a weak point?
Hey! You gonna help?
1 second.
You go.
Okay, reach the green XE node to hack targets. Move the cursor across the hacking matrix and connect it to the XE node to complete the hack. Okay, placing enemies in an open space, making them vulnerable to gunfire. What? What? Okay, I think I get it.
Diana! I need your hack in here!
Shoot now!
On it!
Fuck.
Nope!
Okay. Interesting. Refined from a mineral unique to the moon known as lunum. Lunar filament can absorb and copy any information it comes in contact with, required for various upgrades in the shelter.
More of them?
Okay. Good.
Watch out! There's more!
How you like this?
On it.
Glad that's over with.
Me too.
So what were you working on there?
That's a secret. I'll tell you later.
Okay. Oops. During investigation of abnormalities at the cradle, Hugh Williams becomes isolated and meets a young android, Diana. The two head to the top floor of the solar power plant to restore the main power so they can call Earth for help. Okay. It's fine.
First, we get the power on. Let's move.
Can I run? That was not what I had. Run? I can jump. Okay. And I can use the
Don't look
sonar?
now, but we got company.
You really sure you worked here?
What? This is my fault?
Dodging and jumping consumes thruster gauge. When the gauge falls below set level, these actions are disabled. Right.
Oh, good work.
Look out for targeting.
Yeah, I had it in my demo list for a while now. So I thought let's start with the big one and then go for the smaller games after. It took me like 10 minutes to load the shaders, so I guess it was a good decision to do so. What is?
It's locked.
Yeah, no
I
shit,
can
shut
open
up. Yeah.
Emergency
What?
lockdown for this area has been disabled.
Lol.
To restore full functionality, please reboot the main power terminal on the top floor.
There we go. First one down.
That was way too easy. But okay, I'll take it. There's another one. Can I reach it from here? No. What is? Oh, this is an elevator to go up. Can I? Oh, a new weapon. Let's go. An attack unit specializing in frontal suppression that fires powerful close-range shockwaves and makes enemies easier to stagger. Becomes less effective as distance increases. Okay. Ooh. Looks way more
Use
useful.
that one up close.
Ah!
Look out for targeting.
And yeah, go for this one and then go for this. Is there?
Something's aiming at us.
Yeah, I see that. Thank you. Would you?
Shooting to me.
Move, you.
Not bad. Is that it?
Is that it? We're almost dead because I suck at it.
I don't know. Try scanning.
Try scanning what? Ah, this one. Why be?
Emergency lockdown for this area has been disabled.
That's two.
One more to go.
Yeah, I could help. Yeah, I could use some help. And help. Can you grab onto something? Or did I say something? X scan.
Q,
Ah.
there's a terminal.
I see. And now I have to do this again? No, this is activated. Okay. Very linear progression, but I'll take that. Decode hacking nodes yellow have special effects that trigger when passed through while completing a hack. Passing through multiple nodes of the same type increase effectiveness. These nodes can only be used a limited number of times. A hacking node that disrupts enemy internal systems, temporarily increasing damage dealt. Repeated use on the same enemy reduces its effectiveness. Passing through multiple nodes of the same time boosts damage further though. Hacking node that disrupts enemy internal... okay.
We can use this to hit harder and beat things faster.
And somebody's coming. Can hear something. My voice is just dying right now.
Intruders detected. Please remove them from the premises.
Great.
Eat us again. Like a damn rat in a maze.
It really doesn't like you, huh?
Whatever. Let's just get this over with. This friggin' thing is tough as hell.
It's way stronger than the walkers.
Can I not switch weapons?
Initiating. Jump Q. Q.
Sorry! Restart. It takes some getting used to, but I would say this is actually quite a fun mechanic overall. Do I have to redo everything? You got to be kidding me. He walks so slow and you want me to redo everything. Yeah,
That
take
one's
that.
not that good at long distances.
Yeah, I know, darling. Thank you.
Look out for its targeting sensor. Sensor's right there.
Yeah, let's do this.
Incoming. Yes!
Did my gun get even worse than before? It feels like I'm doing even less damage. Okay, at least I don't have to redo everything. Or maybe I do actually. Oh no, good. Huh. I'll pick it up again.
This will make it easier to hit things harder.
Yeah. Thank you. You don't have to keep telling me the same thing.
Intruders detected. Please remove them from the premises.
Look! Look! Now! Jump Q!
It's over.
Okay, can I get more ammo for my shockwave gun though? Or was it just gone forever now that I used all my 4 shots? How's it going? To Young Bear. From Kevin. Things at the solar plant are, in a word, quiet. Grunts like us show up in the morning and check out what the bots have planned for the day, and then we spend the rest of the shift trying to look busy. Gets you thinking. We're both engineers, but you end up on the front lines of lunar development, and me? Well, wish I could be out there too. That
Bots
it?
did all the work, leaving him bored to tears. Man, cry me a river.
Are you bored too, Hugh?
Nah, I'm good. Kinda hard to get bored keeping up with the chit-chat.
Warning! Anomaly detected. This power plant has entered emergency mode. Cradle power output is currently limited to 35% of standard capacity. Some supplementary facilities are now non-operational. To restore full functionality, restore the main power generator on the top floor under administrator supervision. Alright. Seriously, that there's no run feature is kind of getting on my nerves. Maybe there is and I just haven't found it. I don't know. Everything is possible.
Emergency lockdown for all on-site locations has been disabled. Please complete a manual reboot of the power plant controller to fully restore operations.
All right, we made it.
And
Now where do we find the main power terminal?
Ah, glad you asked the same question. Let's over here. Yeah, you got this. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Invisible walls? Really?
Wow! More limb!
Alright. For that one chest, I would have to go all the way around again. Do I want to do that? Don't know. Not really. I don't think it's really necessary, especially since I'm only playing the demo. Escape hatches are checkpoints that you can return to if incapacitated in battle. Diana must hack an escape hatch to activate it. In the full game, you can return to the shelter via escape hatches at the shelter you're stood in. Yeah, I guess they just wanted to make sure that you don't get glitched into the balustrade or something, but getting clearly pushed back, even though I should have been able to land there, just feels wrong.
Hey, you remember that Crusher bot? It's pretty slow, but it got it good. Their armor is super strong.
A tactical unit that fires a spherical electromagnetic net that expands on impact, immobilizing enemies within its radius for a short time. Duration varies by target. Okay. So basically the EMP mine from Alien Isolation, I take it.
So we gotta hack them.
Yeah, those guys are a tough nut to crack.
Oh, fuck me. What?
Initiated. Jump you. Be careful.
Hey, you not unlocked yet.
Now it's my turn.
Alright, back to this one.
Step up.
Reload faster! Damn, my foot is getting
What's going
caught
on with
right
the
next to my
box here?
PC.
Y'all got haywire or what?
I don't think they normally attack humans.
Yeah, well, we better get in contact with her before it's too late.
I can't take more? Okay, I guess I am at my limit.
There.
Whee!
Walkers are pretty crazy. From handling small stuff to knocking out big tasks, they got it covered.
There are no kids here, but if there were, they could probably handle them, too. And with Edith managing the lot, they're always there when you need them.
Man, what should we do? It's just so much easier to let the walkers handle it.
Well, I mean, there's still plenty of work that only a human can do. Like thinking up new innovations, or new business ventures to explore. But anyway, enough slacking. Time to get back to crunching those lab results.
Conversation saved. Alright. Not sure how that's relevant in any way, but I'll take it. Thank you. Hologram surveillance to Liam from Jacob. It has come to my attention that a simple mistake I made got caught on hologram and now the recording is being spread around the cradle. I enjoy my work, but it doesn't foster a positive work environment knowing that everything I do could be the subject of criticism or a joke. Is it really necessary for all operations to be recorded with such strict surveillance? The answer. I regret to inform you, upon joining the Cradle, you agreed to a contract acknowledging that all areas except for designated private zones are subject to continuous 24-hour surveillance. Honestly, I sometimes wonder if the company is pushing the boundaries with this policy. Yes, but I suppose Delphi wants to leverage its access to state-of-the-art tech to strengthen security measures cradle-wide. I'm sorry I could not provide a more concrete answer, but rest assured, your concerns have been noted. Yeah, and they're gonna get ignored, like all other complaints. Or let's say most other complaints. Can I get there? Hey. They clearly have wheels, darling. You grab that and you move it to the side and then you can get to that. Okay? Okay. Will you bother me? Yes.
It's over.
Was he laughing at me? What did that do? Ah. That.
No one here either. Damn. I gotta hurry and contact Earth.
Welcome to the solar power plant. The key to living on the moon and advancing research and development was ensuring access to a stable power supply. It's fair to say that the advanced systems in place at our solar power plant have been the backbone for supporting Delphi's development and expansion at the cradle. Right. Can I say I'm just glad that she doesn't constantly talk? I am not the biggest fan of children, as we already established. So I'm just glad I don't have to suffer constant childish wonder telling me, oh, look at this. This is so cool. Oh. Can I hack this? No.
I hope dropping down here somehow leads us back up to the top floor.
Maybe there's an elevator up ahead.
We shall see, I guess. What is this? Weird looking gun? Bomb?
That's a lot of lip.
Okay, that's the elevator she spoke of. Let me grab
You can
this.
use that to make bots stop moving.
I still have ammo, so it's not letting me pick it up. Are you kidding me? You are kidding me. Alright. This one's standby. 1, 2, 3. Ah. Oh, should I have checked out the other area first?
Intruders detected. Please remove them from the premises.
Something's aiming at us. Hacking. Look out for its targeting sensor. Look at that.
Take that! Now it's my turn.
Get ready.
Okay, that's definitely not it.
I'll hack the
though.
lift if you're ready.
Can I leave? No, it's not letting me leave, alright. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Are we there yet?
Not sure. Starting to feel a bit lost.
Intruders detected. No?
We can restore the power with that terminal.
Oh, finally.
Alright. Alright, we have a few more fights coming up, it feels like, seeing how there are even more of the stasis guns and shockwave guns lying around here. I'm still salty that I can't pick it up. They give me ammo instead of a fully loaded weapon. It doesn't even make sense. I would have more than enough space in this suit for ammo, I'm sure. Especially since it was designed for men and not for women. Ah! Finding anything with workable hands as a woman is just a pain. You know why women have purses? It's because of men and capitalism. They were like, yeah, well, if women can carry everything in their pants and stuff like that, that's not good. So we need to sell them something separate. That's how they decided, oh yeah, we make the... No, it is it is a man who forced the design. Previous skirts in the 1800s had pockets. They had pockets sewn in. Those pockets got discontinued, or more so got rid of, because capitalism, alright? Believe me, it is true though.
Lockdown disengaged. Reconnecting primary power. Energy levels at 30%. 40%.
Why do I feel like it's gonna
50%.
explode?
60%.
Warning. Unauthorized access detected. Severing primary connection. This is Edith. Unregistered guests are forbidden from this area. Initializing sector guard protocol. Scanning.
Hi!
Targets identified. Neutralizing threats.
Yeah, nothing can go
Neutralize
wrong.
Us?
Looks like we're gonna have to fight our way through. Get ready. Any idea what the hell this is?
Never seen it before.
So it's not one of your hot buddies? Then I guess we can just go in blasting. Get some!
Can I target that one? Does that do more damage? Come on.
Be careful.
What? What? Where's it coming from?
Dude, watch out!
Hey, who are you pushing around?
Shoot out! Get ready.
Can I pick up? Thank you. You stay in my stasis, you asshole. Oh, it doesn't work. It doesn't even work.
Look out!
Where'd they get all those missiles?
They were made with Luna filaments.
Lucky us, right?
Close in on him. Now's your chance.
RT? Use a critical shot, a powerful follow-up attack when near downed enemy. Press RT near downed enemy.
Take this!
Just like that.
That did nothing.
Over yet.
Yeah. So shoot it where it's weak, dude. Initiated.
Okay. Down again. Next phase. Next.
Dirty bastard!
Ew! Let me try.
Let you try what? What? No. What?
Overdrive protocol initiated.
Thank you for holding time because I was like, what the fuck does she want from me now? When the hacking gauge fills, Diana's ability overdrive protocol can be activated. When used, it opens nearby enemies, immobilizes them briefly, and deals damage. The gauge fills by hacking. Press L and R, left and right stick, when the hacking gauge is full to activate. Okay.
Whoa! Where did that come from?
I think it really did something.
Yeah, not bad. Now it's my turn.
Shoot it where it's weak, dude.
Can I hit it?
Get ready.
Well, my stasis, shockwave guns.
Look. You. Close in on it. Now's your chance.
Well, can I RT again? Did he not just do the same move again?
Let's go.
All right, time to kick this butt. Is that it?
Seems like it. Hey buddy, you wanna talk now?
Energy levels restored.
Yeah, baby. We did it! This is how we say, good job. All right. Time's up, kiddo. Show me what you were working on.
Okay. Here, take a look.
That's probably gonna be it for the demo, I'm gonna presume. Damn. She has pretty eyes though. No. She is collecting all the limb, huh? New record! Wow! I'm so quick! What, number 7? Does that mean there's 7 different endings to this or what? Yeah, well, we know she is an artificial being, so it's not like she would die even if she were to die. Alright, my feeling was correct. Alright. I feel like the gameplay will get quite repetitive though. That boss fight took way too long in my eyes. Yes, I shot the wrong thing, I know, but and they didn't really give me any story to get attached to, so this was really just a gameplay demo. No. Just wanna leave. How do I leave? How do I leave? Literally, hello? Scribble suit? New ability, fast moves. Dodge just before an enemy attack to briefly slow time. Okay. So they made it so that you can replay this pretty much endlessly and get stuff from it. That's kind of neat. But still kind of sad that there's basically no story in this. But then again, if you were to replay this over and over again and get the same cutscenes and stuff like that, that would get annoying. Yes, but still. I am a sucker for stories. I need a story to sell me, not the gameplay. New weapon. Charge pierce and hacking node. Multi-hack. Unlocked. Available for use once you find them in a game. Okay, I just want to see the outfit. Scribble. So what is that? Nothing changed. I'm not playing that demo again just to see it, so yes, let's leave yet. Okay. Now was the Pragmata demo. Kind of curious. It's probably gonna be around 60, yeah. Okay, that's fine. I might get it. I'm not sure yet. Once it's on sale, though. Yeah. story is so much more important for me. All right, the next ones are mostly visual novels. I have to be honest here. I'm very sorry about that. Oh yeah, the thing that you recommended me. Why not play the Vampire Therapist and see what that's all about? Or we could go. This is, I think, the only one that has some gameplay going for it. Raise a garden from the dead. All right. So I just have to take care of a balcony garden. All right. I literally just got a whole bunch of demos, and that's about it. Oof! Oh! It looks very bare bones, not gonna lie. What's that about? Everything released that I yeah, apparently. Breakneck curse and get humanity's rebirth. Okay, this is another RPG type. This looks interesting. Why not go for this? Not sure if I can read for a long ass time right now. My throat is already super dry. You know what? Vampire Therapist it is, and now I just have to go. Twitch real big. Change game. Go to Twitch. Yeah. This one stream manager. Ooh. I'm still not sure about the whole romantic angle of this therapist game. Like, as a therapist, romancing your clients is a no-go. And nothing I would recommend anyone edit stream info that is. It's not Brick Martyr anymore, and now we have Vampire Things. Yes. All right. New game. Vampire Therapist explores or touches on sensitive topics such as war, abuse, addiction, sexual oppression, suicidal ideations, religion, and of course, death. These may be uncomfortable or upsetting for some readers. We recommend that readers with a history of trauma related to any of these topics approach this game with caution. Naturally, a game with about vampires will also involve blood and sexual themes. Strong language is also present. Vampire Therapist was developed in consultation with licensed therapists, but it should not be considered a substitute for therapy unless, of course, you're a vampire.
My name is Sam Walls, and I'm a dead man.
Dead man walking.
Well, kinda dead at least. See, I'm a vampire. Now, if you think that means all that Dracula hooey, like hissing, wearing skin-tight leather, and hunting mortals for sport, I wouldn't blame you one bit. That's exactly the sort of thing I did in my younger years with my former gang. And let me tell you, a vampire who's good with a gun can be a real terror.
You already sound like a terror.
I met some kind mortals who saw beyond my fangs. They taught me my letters and showed me how my thinking was keeping me from finding any kind of peace. After they passed on, I roamed America's majestic wilderness for nigh on 90 years, figuring out myself and what it means to be a vampire. And I found revelation. What I realized was, it ain't fangs that make us monsters. It's the self-defeating ways we think. Anywho, as the world started getting smaller, my old vampire gang tracked me down. Them being my kin, I wanted to help them see the world like I did, but they still have the same monster mindset I used to have. Good thing I'm a quick draw. But I got hooked up with this newfangled internet thing and found a vampire who's helping my kin find their way. Fella named Andromachos, supposed to be 3,000 years old. He invited me to come out to Europe to learn from him. I figure someone older than time has got to have the answers. I'm going on a trip, I guess. This feels like my opportunity to do some good in the world. I'm lucky. Now it's time to give back. Vampires ain't monsters. Or at least, they don't have to be. And come hell or high water, I'm gonna prove it to them.
Yeah, leave your gun at home, please. Thank you. No guns needed in Europe. Well, we have guns over here as well, but still. Leipzig!
Well, I think this
Why
is the address.
Germany?
Number 27,
Kleinfledermausstraße? Small Bat Street. And Immernacht, the club behind him, just means forever night. Alright, yeah.
Sure is a hell of a lot of ruckus for this time of night. People stay up late here.
Did you leave your gun at home? I hope.
Wait a minute. These folk are vampires. Better watch myself.
You sure about that? Okay. It looks very
Guten Abend, folks. Sprechen Sie English?
It's a good attempt.
Yeah, hello, Alta. Are you here to party with us at the hottest club?
That is such a forced German accent, though. And I think I know who voiced that. Dress code.
I don't think what I'm wearing will fit the dress code.
The cowboy look is totally sexy, but you will get a bit sweaty.
I hope we will all get a bit sweaty.
Good thing we run a little on the cold side, huh?
Don't worry, my Liebling. We make each other warm.
Reinhard, stop. Don't scare the American. I want to do that.
Maxi Liebchen, you're so naughty tonight.
No, you are the naughty one.
Oh, definitely ain't.
Is this my health bar, though? Alright, if my dress code is fine, then I'm here to party, I guess.
What kind of party is this?
The kind where we dance all night and get sexy.
Oh, we're them kind of vampires.
Ach so, there are better things to suck than blood, oder?
Although we have to get past the bouncer first. If we do not, I'm thinking our night is ruined.
Oh, wait a sec. There's something about what she just said. I can feel it. It reminds me of one of my revelations about the funny patterns in the way we vampires think. Well, let's see. One type of thinking I noticed I called hot branding. That's when we brand ourselves with names we can't get rid of. There's high noon mind. That's when we treat a situation like it's a do-or-die showdown. And there's saloon thinking. That's when we act either helpless or invincible, like we've just drunk a pint of moonshine.
Right, I'm supposed to remember all of these?
I can always check my journal if I need examples. I kept all my notes about the funny ways we vampires think in there. I think I know which one of them funny ways they're thinking in, though. Hold on, compadres. You seem like the kind who can make their own fun.
I don't want to have my own fun. Ibernacht is the only place to be on Friday night.
Do I have to choose? Yeah, I think it's hot noon. Private property. Wait, no. Ain't nothing more to read. Well. Oh, there we go. If I can't get the bus settled, my butt's gonna break, ain't no doubt. Either I show up ready to win the rodeo, or I'd better just not show up. The fate of the Wild West is hanging on this gunfight. With my dark powers, vampires shall dominate the mortal world. If a mortal discovers our secrets, it's entirely my responsibility to deal with it. Can't deal with the bureaucracy of international travel with my coffin. I'm stuck in the USA forever. Thing isn't a habit of either feeling responsibility or self-control, or feeling completely hopeless. Thing is, usually neither is true. Feeling hopeless don't mean we're powerless, and feeling untouchable don't mean we're invincible. Hot branding. We vampires sometimes call ourselves awful names. I'm a failure. I'm unlikable. Missed that shot. I'm such a butterfinger crying over a horse who's sappy as hell. That fella doesn't like wearing leather. He's only a vampire wannabe. Okay, so yeah. High noon mind is what I'm...
Amigos, you're putting too much weight on this thing. It's a nightclub, not a high noon showdown. The night's full of possibilities.
Reinhardt, I don't know what this means, but I like the way the sexy American talks.
You make us think that maybe it is better we haven't gotten into the club, because we are now meeting you.
Hey, if meeting me makes your night better, I'm glad we met. I really gotta find Andromachos, though.
You have to get past the bouncer. He decides who gets in and who doesn't. And he hasn't looked our way all night.
Maybe I'll have a little word with him. Excuse me, friend. I hear you're the man to talk to around these parts. I'm here to see Andromachos.
Ralph?
Have fun, mate.
Hey, thanks, amigo. You have yourself a fine night, you hear?
Cowboy, what about us?
Cross questioningly. Bring them joy.
Yeah, sure. They're friends of mine.
Have fun, mate.
Well, come on, you two. We ain't got all night. Yeah. Dang, awful loud in here.
Come on, my liver, dance with us!
Oh, you kids have fun. I'll catch up with you later. Tarnation, I'd rather hear a gopher giving birth than this. I'd better talk to whoever's slinging drinks in this here saloon. They ought to know where Andromachos is. But pardon me, ma'am.
Well, well, look at you. We get a lot of 80s fashion in here, but not usually the 1880s. What can I get you, cowboy? The special's Red Bull and vodka. You down?
I never drink Red Bull. I'm actually looking for the owner. He around tonight?
Might be. What do you say your name was?
Sam Walls, begging your pardon.
Sam Walls, huh?
So the only ones with a German accent were the couple we meet in front of the club. Alright. Interesting.
I don't think I know anything about a Sam Walls. After all, I'm just a know-nothing bartender.
Now why she gotta say she's a know-nothing? It gets my goat when vampires brand themselves like that. I think I'll say something. Well, hold on. What'd you just say?
I said I don't know any Sam Walls. I'm just a know-nothing bartender.
That's hot branding, right? God damn it. Give me something I can remember and relate to. Is that shot up the Hot branding, yep. Alright.
From where I'm standing, I see someone with style and confidence, not just a drink machine. Don't go branding yourself like that's all you are.
Don't you go worrying about me, cowboy. The man upstairs warned me you were coming. I was just testing to see if you are who you say you are. Tell you what, let me give you something from our special reserve. I don't think you're looking for booze.
Well, thank you kindly, ma'am. I was wondering where the blood was. I met some vampires outside, so I figured this was a vampire club.
You met some gods, honey. They're here to dance and have fun.
So all these people are mortals?
How do you think the head vampire gets his blood? They can't wait to share it with him. It's a special experience. He's the only real vampire here. Well, him and Bert.
Bert?
You met him already. Bert, shuffle on over here.
The bouncer growls attentively.
This one's here to see the big guy. Show him upstairs, okay?
Have fun, mate.
Good luck up there, cowboy. Hope you find what you're looking for.
Howdy. It's Sam Walls to see you, sir. The guy who's been sending you all them V-mails.
Yes, I know who you are, Samuel Walls. You have come here because you believe you can help our kin.
I thought the entire time he is gonna be the therapist, but I guess he's a client of ours.
The question is, are you first able to help yourself?
Yes.
I've been fixing myself for more than a century now. I don't think I need help.
Then you must prepare to learn a most difficult lesson. We all need help, Samuel. I am pleased that you have come to receive mine.
Dang, you scared the heck out of me.
You must allow an ancient vampire his games. He will play them regardless. Please, sit down. What an absolute pleasure it is to meet you at last. I found your messages most intriguing.
You know what I think would actually happen when somebody is that old, that they either would have such a strong accent that nobody would understand them, which is highly unlikely, or they would just learn pretty much every language on this planet Earth to perfection, without any accent left, just because they live in that country for who knows how long. So, yeah. Getting trained and speaking with the locals should influence your pronunciation quite a bit. Sure, I have a few neighbors that have been here almost all their life now. And they still speak German with a very heavy accent, but yeah, it probably depends on the person. True, but he was what, 3,000 years old? It's just, you know, that I would see him being able to speak pretty much everything flawlessly. Even though an accent is not a flaw, I know, it's just...
Afraid there ain't much here in the way of intrigue. I'm just a lonesome cowboy looking for answers.
You know, I receive V-mails every day from vampires seeking my help. You are the very first to seek my aid in helping others. This alone makes you intriguing.
Thanks.
Well, dang. I think you're going to be sorely disappointed when you get to talking to me. I'm just honored you're giving me the time of night.
I have unlimited time, Samuel. I am pleased to share some of it with you. Our kind can be rather set in their ways. It is inspiring to see someone so young and eager to learn.
Yeah, well, I wasn't much for learning when I was alive. Just making up for lost time, I guess.
It sounds as though you have been handling your own life better than most. I was particularly intrigued by these revelations you had while walking in nature.
Oh yeah, them. Well, I give walking the credit. Nothing sorts my thoughts out better. After a few decades, I started seeing patterns in the way we vampires think.
Can you explain some of these patterns?
I've tried to explain them to other vampires, but it ain't never gone well. I can try, though. See, we tend to assume certain things just because we've been believing them since we were alive. Or we decide the world's against us just because we're hungry or tired or something. And when we start tackling problems that ain't real, we ain't fixing our real problems. That make any kind of sense?
Fascinating, Samuel. These revelations that you had in the woods, mortal psychologists have a term for them. They are called cognitive distortions.
Cognitive whoozy what now?
Cognitive distortions. They are exactly as you described them. I will explain in a moment. Please, tell me about these specific revelations you had.
See, I used to be in a gang. They were my whole existence. If you asked me who I was, I would have said, I'm a murdering bastard. Once I got away, I realized how small-minded that was. I was Sam before I was a murdering bastard, but that's how I was choosing to brand myself. My old gang's still around, and they're still branding themselves like that. They can't see themselves as anything but killers.
Very astute, Samuel. I favor the clinical term, however, which is labeling.
Oh, thank you.
You correctly discovered that labeling is a reductive act. When we call ourselves names, even if we find them accurate, we create prophecies we are doomed to fulfill. For millennia, I thought of myself as a killer. It was not untrue that killing was how I made my way in the world. I was an unstoppable warrior and assassin. But with this label, I limited myself for ages. I did not only kill people, I also killed potential aspirations I might have had. See whether you can catch me doing some labeling in my next few statements. I am so old, I am ancient.
Technically, this is also labeling, but...
Oh, come on. I know you've been kicking around a long time, but don't go labeling yourself as ancient.
But according to definition, I am ancient. It is not a label, but a specific classification of my age.
Well, you look pretty good for being ancient then.
The secret is moisturizer, but let us continue. Call me whatever you like, but don't call me late for dinner. How shall I describe myself? Yes, I am a...
Well, that's about as clear a labeling as it gets. Yeah, we vampires tend to do a lot of killing, but reducing ourselves to killers ain't doing us any favors.
Excellent, Samuel. You are correct. Labels can be cages that we lock ourselves in. I was a mere murderer for most of my existence because that is how I labeled myself.
Yeah, I did the same thing. Sam Walls, the murderer, reprobate, and good for nothing.
Those are not how I would describe the Sam Walls I see before me. Did you have more revelations to tell me about?
No.
Well, I noticed how we stress ourselves out by making everything a battle of do-or-die absolutes. High noon mind, I call it. Like that feeling you get right before a big shootout.
I must confess I have no experience with this feeling. I engaged in mortal combat long before the age of gunpowder. But the sentiment you describe mirrors the words of my old friend Marcus Aurelius. He used to say that the magnitude of life's challenges often turn us into our worst selves.
You mean Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor?
Of course, his name was Marcus. Marcus was a bedroom name.
Ooh.
You mean you and the emperor were...
It was ancient Rome. Penetration was similar to a handshake.
Wow.
My apologies. I somehow forgot you were American. But let us discuss this high noon mind.
I'm kind of tired of this trope that every European is so open-minded and being gay is totally fine and accepted. That is, sadly, a very, very obvious lie. like, yeah, the scene is good for the most part and open, accepting, but when you look in the general public, the bigotry about humans loving other human beings is just, you know, the same everywhere. Almost everywhere. Sadly. But yeah, okay, we are more accepting of a more open display of affection, I guess, for the most part, but that depends on the country you're in as well.
I believe we can broaden your definition.
Nosferatu
call this phenomenon of binary thought polarized thinking, but I like to call it Nosferatu thinking.
Nosferatu thinking?
It means you are thinking in black and white.
I get it. That's pretty funny.
I believe it encompasses the breadth of the distortion. One is not flatly weak or strong, good or evil, smart or stupid, a success or a failure. The truth is far more complex and colorful. Not every high noon gunfight ends in oblivion, correct?
Well, yeah, that's true. Getting shot still ain't fun, but it ain't the end neither.
A perfect example, Samuel. Now, try to catch me using Nosferatu thinking. I will give you a series of statements, and one of them will contain Nosferatu thinking. I will repeat them if you miss it.
Yeah.
If I do not drink blood, I will surely die.
Well, it's the truthful vampire, so it's probably the trick question, the trick statement for this one.
Death eventually comes for us all.
Yeah.
Mortals will always fear our kind.
That's Nosferatu thinking right there. I've met mortals who knew who I was and weren't scared.
Very good, Samuel. And even if you hadn't, to say mortals will always fear us ends any hope that they might not.
Sure.
Always is such a terminal word, is it not? Would you like to discuss more of your revelations with me?
With one more, is
I realize that as
thinking.
vampires, we can get the feeling of the power that comes with immortality and strength, but then we get hopeless and aimless over time.
I'm so appreciative that everything is voiced.
It's kind of like the fella you see in the saloon at the bottom of a bottle of whiskey. Either he thinks he can fight everyone, or he's crying into them last drops because he thinks life's hopeless. It's saloon thinking. Two extremes that probably ain't true.
A fascinating observation, Samuel. Your saloon thinking was described in my time as the battle between hubris and nemesis, the twin excesses of arrogance and self-pity.
Oh man, it made me wish I'd gotten some schooling. Maybe I would have figured this stuff out earlier.
You live forever, my friend. There is no rush. What you have identified is a phenomenon where individuals perceive either an illusion of control or a lack of control. Mortal psychologists call this phenomenon you have described a control fallacy. Rarely do we have complete power over our situations or no power at all. But we create this illusion that stops us from attempting to change our perceived situations.
Yeah, you're right about that. I used to think I'd never get away from my gang, and maybe that's what made me stick with them for so long.
Yes, you see how cognitive distortions keep us from facing reality, whatever that reality may be. Of course, I am so old and powerful that I am always in control.
Is this already a... Okay, give me a second. I need to read up on this one again. A dark powers vampires shall dominate the mortal world. If a mortal discovers their secrets, it's entirely my responsibility. Okay, let's hear them.
Well, you're testing me, ain't you? That's a control fallacy right there.
Well done, Samuel. I am indeed very powerful, but the cosmos holds no awareness of Andromachos. Of course, as you expertly pointed out with your analogy about the man at the bottom of a whiskey bottle, a control fallacy can be positive or negative. Listen to my next few statements and try to find a control fallacy. Simply let me continue if you do not detect one. The sun will eventually burn out. I will roam a cold, dead earth, and there is little I can do about it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
My kitty cat died. I shall be lonely forever. I shall never feel the warm sun upon my skin again. You didn't catch my control fallacy. The sun
okay,
will
was the kitty
eventually
cat
burn
one?
out. I will roll. My kitty cat died.
I'm sorry about your sweet kitty, but you can always pick up a new
I
one.
was,
Or there's lots
I
of them
was
just waiting for a
about
loving
to
home,
click
so
and I was like,
you don't need to be lonely.
It's a bit extreme of a statement, but the loneliness of losing a loved one will always be with you. So in a way, yes, it's true, but you won't always be only lonely.
It was just an example, Samuel. Well spotted. But I do speak from experience. I felt this way once when a pharaoh I was dating had our cat mummified. I went into a murderous depression that nearly decimated the continent. But I had the power to help myself all along by adopting a new friend in need of a home.
Oh, dang, don't let me get on your bad side.
I doubt you shall see it, Samuel. Did you have more revelations to tell me about?
I think that's all of them. Or at least the ones that were the most obvious to me.
That you recognize the concept of cognitive distortions at all is most impressive, Samuel. What took me nearly 3 millennia to understand took you merely 2 centuries.
Oh, come on, you're just flattering me. I'm just a dope stumbling his way through one life.
Yeah, let's be honest, he would never have thought of that. I do not want to discriminate against somebody, but no, unless somebody pointed it out, I doubt he would have figured it out himself.
Are you now? Tell me, Samuel, what kind of cognitive distortion are you exhibiting when you call yourself a dope?
What's it though?
Yeah, I'm doing some labeling. I gotta watch myself, huh?
As long as we retain any humanity, we will have cognitive distortions. What we are aiming for is not to become perfect beings, but to understand and accept ourselves. As long as we can recognize cognitive distortions, we can address our real challenges. One cannot drink blood from a straw man, after all.
Huh. I ain't never heard that one before, but I like it.
If it helps solidify the concept in your mind, then I am well satisfied. I know you came to learn from me, so I will do my best to honor your good intentions. Let us ensure that you understand the concepts of labeling, control fallacies, and Nosferatu thinking. I will give you a series of statements, and each one will contain a cognitive distortion for you to identify. I will begin. If I invite over my vampire friends, I know I'm going to have to deal with guano all over the place when they turn into bats at the end of the night.
Well, that ain't right. He's acting powerless, like a man clinging to the whiskey bottle. What'd Andromaco say that distortion was?
Okay.
If I invite over...
Well, there's a control fallacy, sir. You're acting like you've got no control, but you could lay down some ground rules for guests, or some newspaper.
But both are kind of true. He is thinking that everything will turn into, into a mess, no matter what. Which would be Nosferatu thinking, right? Being all like, do or die, black and white. Yeah, in this case, it's more so control fallacy, but Nosferatu thinking is also kind of playing a part in this one.
Or express concern to my friends that they have not been toilet trained. Very good, Samuel. Let me try another. I am Andromachus, the ancient darkness, the scourge of the Mediterranean, the mortal's bane.
Well, that's definitely some intense labeling. Those are some hard names to get over.
You are not wrong. Those names followed me for millennia. It was most stifling. Let me try another then. If my club's revenues do not significantly increase, I will end up living on the street.
Oh, no, wait. This is some extreme thinking. I know there's a cognitive distortion to describe that.
If my club's...
That there's got to be Nosferatu thinking. There's a huge space between making a ton of profit and living on the street.
These two are way too close,
Indeed,
in my opinion. Like, labeling is obvious, but these two are...
But 3,000 years of banking interest means that money is not really an object to me anyway. Samuel, now I am not only intrigued by you, but also impressed. I would very much like to teach you my ways, but I must demand something of you first.
Yeah.
Anything. I'm here to learn.
You must receive therapy yourself. I will not have you seeing clients without a commitment to your own mental health.
Oh, now, hold on just a minute. I don't know that I need therapy. I'm feeling pretty good about myself these days.
Samuel, we all need therapy to live in this world. You have been speaking in cognitive distortions since the moment you walked into my office.
I have. I didn't even notice.
They are most insidious, but I am here to help you identify and challenge them. You have walked alone for too long, Samuel. Allow me to share my experience with you.
Well, all right, if you say so. I appreciate your taking the time to work on this, old cowpoke.
We have all the time in the world, Samuel. But for now, you must be eager for something fresh. Please, dance, drink your fill. We will begin tomorrow.
Okay, then. Well, sir, it's been an honor.
You don't have to call me sir, you know.
All right, then, Andromachos.
Andromachos.
Hey, Andromachos.
Just call me Andy.
All right, Andy. I'll see you tomorrow, then.
Okay. Again, I was expecting the demo to end there.
Mortals, sweating, blood pumping. I am thirsty. There ain't no power on this earth that'll get me on a dance floor. Maybe I'll see if the bartender's got anything for me.
If it isn't Clint Eastwood again. How'd it go, cowboy?
Seems I'll be sticking around. Guess I better get used to things around here.
Good to hear. About time someone helped Andy with his work. Seems you vampires have a lot of problems to fix. Name's Crimson, by the way.
Fine meeting you, Crimson. How do you know so much about what Andy's doing?
Pillow talk. I'm his blood partner.
No shit. How's a mortal get hooked up with an ancient vampire?
I'm a rock climber. I stumbled into one of his lairs in Madagascar, found a cave while climbing a mountain, and there he was, naked in a hot tub.
Dang. Must have been a sight.
You ain't kidding, cowboy. Didn't expect a luxury apartment with a gorgeous naked vampire inside of a mountain. We hit it off, and he asked me to come back here with him. I like an adventure, so I said, what the hell? I'll date the gorgeous Dracula. But what are you doing talking to me, cowboy? The blood's running hot on the dance floor, and these kids don't mind a little biting.
Ain't no way I'm dancing. There's gotta be a better way to get something fresh to drink.
Reinhard, look. It's the sexy old guy again.
You should buy us a drink, old guy. You'll probably get lucky. Actually, you'll definitely get lucky.
Well, pleasures of the flesh ain't exactly what I'm after tonight.
That's because you haven't experienced these pleasures with us yet. Buy us a drink and you will discover great satisfaction by uns.
Ah.
I ain't buying you a drink. This stuff's terrible for you.
Are you making a joke? We're at a bar.
It's okay. He's just trying to be protective. Aren't you, Opa?
You know, I think the drinks here ain't strong enough for you two. Look, kids, you seem like nice enough folks, but I wasn't planning on buying drinks tonight.
Stop teasing the cowboy, Kinder. They're just messing with you. Drinks are free here.
Dang, really? Ain't never been to a saloon with free hooch.
Call it a drink exchange.
Huh. So, everyone here knows they might be sharing blood?
Only as long as there's consent. We like to create a safe environment here. Why don't you take Reinhard and Maxie here back to the kink room?
Wait, kink room?
Mm-hmm. You're not in Kansas anymore, cowboy. We are not afraid of sex here.
I'm from Missouri, but point taken.
Nobody has to do anything they don't want to do in there. Just have fun and drink your fill, handsome. I'm sure I'll be seeing plenty of you.
Would I have to be careful and actually click out of the game for you guys?
Maxie, Reinhard, this is one of our special customers.
Ach so, ein Vampir. I'm thinking we are all getting lucky then.
My neck scrubs with anticipation.
Dang. Guess I'm going to a kink room then. Thanks, Crimson.
I knew a man who wore this much leather couldn't be boring.
Yeah, well, you got me pegged.
Is that what we are doing now? Give me the document and I will sign myself up for it.
Well, I really ain't in Missouri no more. Look, I'm more into biting.
Oh, your teeth look perfect. Are you going to bite me with those?
That's the plan. Who's going first?
Oh, me.
Well, step right on up.
What? Like the blue vein, okay.
Oh, das hat sich gut angefühlt.
Yeah, okay, he's definitely not German.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Is it my turn yet?
Sure thing. Come on over.
Oh, I don't like that very much.
Sorry.
Dang, what's wrong with me?
Try again, Knutkugel. I am hotter unter the collar.
Yeah, I'll try to remember that.
Oh, Reinhard. The hot old vampire wore me out.
Me too, Maxie. I feel as though I have set up a mail server.
Reinhard, mein Sucke Fledermaus. Ich bin so müde, sexy zu sein.
They're both not German, if you're wondering.
I will get us a taxi cab, Liebchen. Und du, cowboy? Next time we will talk about that thing you mentioned earlier.
Oh, right, that thing. Now that I've had something to drink, I should probably get to my coffin.
Samuel, wait a moment. I see you got your fill. Are you heading out?
Yeah, I figure I could use some shut-eye. I locked up my coffin over at the storage center.
Storage center? Please, you can use my guest coffin. I insist. You must be well rested for the challenges ahead.
Guess I got a big night tomorrow, huh? I should get a good day's sleep.
Wonderful. Please, follow me.
Well, dang. This is mighty plush. Guess it's one of them smart coffins.
Damn, with a TV built in.
Let's see what's on TV. Hey, I remember this movie. We were so proud to finally get some representation. Not sure I should stay up watching movies, though. Well, ain't much else to do in here. I think it's about time I hit the hay. Hope I'm cut out for all this.
Samuel, good evening. I hope you slept well.
Like the dead, as they say.
I was hoping to save you some breakfast, but I've already sent them on their way.
Oh, that's all right. I'm still pretty full from last night. Them goth types were practically throwing themselves at me.
I am not surprised. Perhaps I should be concerned that some of my guests will follow you home.
Well, gosh, if I still had mortal circulation, I'd be blushing.
Why are you so embarrassed, Samuel?
Ah, hell. Guess we should just save it for therapy, huh? We gonna get started now?
If you like.
Why not? I'm eager to get going. Let loose, Doc.
Very well. Let's start with the first question any therapist asks then. What brought you to me? Why is becoming a therapist so important to you?
Well, gosh, I remember what it was like. Being all angry, hungry, and scared all the time. It ain't no way to live. When I see vampires acting the way I used to, I just need to show them there's more to unlife.
And why is that up to you?
You, of all people, know how lost our kind can be. Preying on the weak, dating mortal high schoolers. I've got to make them see their potential. That's what I'm here for. I know it.
That is a lot of responsibility to place on yourself.
You got a funny look in your eye. Am I doing one of them distortion things?
You are most perceptive, yes. Perhaps you can tell me what it is. When you say you are here to make vampires see the world differently, in what way are you distorting reality?
Well, I guess that's a control fallacy, right? I can't assume I'll be able to help other vampires the way I was helped.
Very good, Samuel. Control fallacies are hard to avoid when one feels strongly about something. Your fate is not to transform every vampire you ever meet, even those who are your clients. You will do what you can do, and that is enough. But I am eager to learn how you developed this desire to help our kin find a different way of thinking.
Well, like I told you when I first V-mailed you, I was a real nasty son of a bitch when I first became a vampire.
It's interesting, but it is also very repetitive, and I'm not sure if I like it. I like the premise of it, and I'm definitely gonna give it a shot eventually, but I'm not sure if I would be willing to sit here the entire time.
When I look back and see what a no-account piece of shit I was, I ain't nothing but embarrassed. It all seems pretty stupid to me now. Here we are living forever and all we can do is kill? It's the dumbest thing I ever did here.
I am going to stop you for a moment. Stupid, no-account piece of shit, nasty son of a bitch, dumbest thing. Do you hear the way you are talking about yourself?
With respect, sir, I earned all them names. I killed women and children. Half the ghost towns out west are my doing. I didn't think of nobody but myself.
Pretend you are my therapist. If I sat here and called myself a no-account piece of shit, what would you tell me?
I'd say you were doing some labeling. And I guess I'd tell you to look at yourself a little more kindly.
Extend the same compassion to yourself then, Samuel. How are you to move on from being a nasty son of a bitch if you are labeling yourself? If you wish to be a guide to other vampires, you must start with compassion for them and for yourself. So, now that you've gotten all that horrible name-calling out of the way, please tell me, how did you find your sense of purpose?
Well, I was on the run, you see. The Wild West was ending and the Pinkertons were starting to get the better of my gang. I went into hiding and found a strange group of folks out in the country. They knew I was an outlaw right away, but they didn't judge me for it. They didn't even care that I was a vampire. They welcomed me like a friend, even shared their blood with me. They taught me how to appreciate the beauty of the night, and I started seeing things I'd never noticed before. They taught me my letters, philosophy, and how to question things instead of being scared of them. I think about them every day of my own life. They somehow freed themselves of all the judgments of the time and were better off for it.
These must have been the 19th century American transcendentalists, yes?
Yes, sir. I'm glad I died when I did, because their like just don't exist no more. Once my community died out, I started walking. That was something else they taught me how to do. There ain't nothing like having a walk and a think. I walked in nature for about 90 years and just took in all the grace and beauty of my country.
How did you survive?
I guess I was kind of selfish, though. I should have been helping other vampires the way the Transcendentalists helped me.
Why?
Why waste 90 years walking when I should have been helping others? Seems pretty obvious to me. I could have done a lot of good in that time.
But your should turns that which you could find fulfilling into a duty. You create an extrinsic motivator. Should statements are another cognitive distortion, something created by your own mind. Nature asks almost nothing of you. Even if your should comes from a place of good, it creates undue pressure. And what do we do once we are pressured? We resent the shoulds. We procrastinate. And as you know, we have a lot of time to procrastinate.
You got that right. Why do today what you can do next century?
I'm a living should statement. I should be doing that. I should be. And I end up never doing them. Well, okay. Never is a bit extreme here, but basically.
Exactly. Should statements remove the intrinsic joy from that which you find fulfilling?
Hold on, though. Ain't there some things we really should do?
Of course, there are things we must do, but nature herself tells us what they are. We invent the rest. Here, let me give you an exercise. Listen closely. See whether you can find the should statement that is a distortion. I should go to the vampire dentist. You know what they say. If you have bad fangs, you get bad blood. I should drink blood today. I should take my blood partner Crimson out on a date.
What? One second. But sometimes we judge others and ourselves with arbitrary rules on how things should be, and then we get hopping mad when our expectations ain't met. Should statements can put a lot of pressure on us, but there ain't too many universal rules. Heck, we should probably be dead because our heart ain't beating, but it seems that ain't true. Huh. It's not entirely necessary. I guess.
Saying you should take Crimson out on a date is a should statement. You've turned something you want to do into something you have to do.
That's right, Samuel. You know, I couldn't be more pleased with you. Your time in nature was clearly well spent.
Well, thanks, I suppose. But if you don't mind my saying so, I hope you're treating that mortal lady right.
Thank you. Please, ask her yourself. I imagine she would share her blood with you. You look like her type.
Hold on. I've only been in Europe for a couple of days. I ain't gonna go after my teacher's girlfriend.
She does what she wishes, and that is why I chose her as my blood partner. Samuel, even if it beats no longer, you have a good heart. I think you will be an excellent therapist.
So far, that good heart of mine hasn't amounted to much, but I'm willing to give it my best shot.
You are uncomfortable with praise, aren't you, Samuel? Every time I say something positive, you find a way to negate it.
Ah, same.
I just don't think I should be doing any bragging. I spent my first 50 years killing. I spent the next 90 walking in the woods. I've tried to walk a better path since then, but I ain't no saint, Auntie.
I did not say you were. Having met several so-called saints, I can attest that none of them were either. I understand your discomfort, Samuel. I, too, have done terrible things that I cannot erase. But is erasing the good I have done worthwhile?
Nope.
Well, I guess when you put it like that, it sounds kind of silly.
It's another cognitive distortion, one that mortal psychologists call disqualifying the positive. I understand that the actions of your past are difficult to bear, but what we are here to do is accept reality, with both its positive and negative aspects. I am not saying that you should disqualify your negative actions, but merely note when you disqualify the positive ones. Let us try an exercise. See whether you can challenge me when I disqualify my positive deeds. I am Andromachos, one of the most powerful vampires alive. Before I became the vampire I am now, I did exceptionally terrible things. I have defiled the innocent. I have killed countless people.
This is technically not disqualifying the positive, though.
Ain't you discounting the fact that you probably killed a lot of bad people, too?
I did, but I still have not distorted reality. Listen carefully. The good I now do pales in comparison to the evil I have done.
That's the one. You're literally disqualifying the positive by comparing it to the evil stuff.
I'm just so used to it only being 3 statements. I was like, okay, it has to be the last one, since it's the only one that was only negative, in a sense.
Well done, Samuel. I believe the recognition of this distortion will serve you well when you start to see clients tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow? I only just started learning these here cognitive distortion things.
I will, of course, be with you. You needn't worry. I can sense your instincts and will help you.
But tomorrow, I just don't feel ready yet.
My friend, we are never truly ready. But if it would ease your concerns, we can practice with further examples. Would that be helpful to you?
Okay, let's go through all of them once more, maybe? I'm not sure. Or is it only the should and the last two? Then I don't... You know what? No, it's fine.
I think I'm good.
All right, Samuel. You must be hungry now. I suggest you get the liter inside you. We have a big night tomorrow.
What the fuck is the liter?
How much is a liter?
Just get enough to drink, Samuel. We will not be able to work if you are hungry or tired.
You wanna know? 1,000 milliliters. And how much milliliter is that? Get out of my drink, you little stupid fly. Thank you.
Now, please excuse me. I do have a date with Crimson tonight. I suspect I shall not return until nearly morning.
Oh, yeah, of course. I hope you have a nice night out, Mr. Andy.
You as well, Samuel. Rest in peace. Where's the voice line?
Ah, Samuel, glad to see you are awake. Your first client.
Can you guys change your outfits at some point, please?
What, already? Look, Mr. Andy, sir, are you sure I'm ready for this? These are people's brains I'm messing with.
Fear not, my friend. You are a powerful vampire in your own right. To be so young and have so much empathy is quite a gift. All you need to do is listen, and I know the truth will reveal itself to you.
Shucks, wish I had your confidence.
Well, to a limited extent, I can see the future. If you are about to misinterpret a client's distortions, I will set you back on the right path.
You can see the future?
It's not that impressive, really. You start to see the patterns after 1,000 years or so.
What? It's not a should statement. It's definitely not disqualifying the positive. Although... It's not labeling for sure not. Either control fallacy or disqualifying the positive now that I think about it.
Well, dang. If seeing the future ain't impressive, that's gotta be a distortion. Disqualifying the positive, it's gotta be.
You barely require my aid as it is. If you need guidance, I will provide it to you telepathically. Don't think about it too much. When you are 3,000, such things will cease to impress you. Let us look at your first client's case file.
Dr. Drain, huh? You ain't got no first name?
Dr. Drain, 430, gender male, origin English. Dr. Drain is a class of 1614. Graduate of the Royal College of Physicians, he has been studying the nature of blood for the last several centuries. Became a vampire after post-mortem blood transfusion experiment. Now runs a global pharmaceuticals research company. Is now concerned that he has developed an addiction to a drug of his own formulation. Suggestion: detect strong irritability on the phone. Detected. Investigate Drain's drinking and sleeping habits.
Many vampires go by one name. Families and titles seem to become more abstract after a certain age.
Huh. So is it funny that he kept the title?
Indeed. You catch on quickly, despite your habit of disqualifying the positive. I will let you work now. I shall be meditating in my coffin, but I will sense when you need my help.
But I...
Samuel, I know you can handle this. Be yourself, and all will be well.
Satan bless it all, I hate flying! Hey there. God's blood, what on earth are you? My name's Sam. I'm the new therapist. Make yourself comfortable, Dr. Drain. And American as well. Good God. It's not enough for you lot to take over the world of the living. Even the halls of the dead aren't safe from you.
Damn.
Oh well. I suppose your lot are all into this touchy-feely stuff, aren't you? And ignorance, even American ignorance, is bliss, I suppose. Oh, sweet ignorance, how I do wish I knew thee.
Dude, could you just shut up?
Damn it, how am I gonna work with this fella? I gotta ask Annie.
Are you alright, Samuel?
You gave me this fella as my first client?
Why not? He is clearly hiding very little about his state of mind.
Sure.
How am I supposed to help him when he already sees me as the bad guy?
Use your instincts, Samuel. Think about how you have felt in your darkest hours. What does this poor vampire want?
What does he want? And technically he wants to complain. Huh.
I think he just wants to complain.
Perceptive, Samuel. He can hardly stop himself, can he?
So, what? I just let him complain?
Of course. Just give him a starting point to let it all out. It will make him feel better.
Well, if you say so.
Don't worry, Samuel. You are doing wonderfully. I will release your time now.
Well, are you just going to sit there? I was just gonna ask how your trip here was. My trip? My trip was bloody wonderful. Until my familiar got a flat tire and I had to fly 30 kilometers here as a bat. I hate being a bat and I hate flying. Do you know an owl tried to eat me? Me, a creature that has lived for centuries, treated like common prey. I'm surprised he was even interested. You should see what an ugly little beastie I am when I transform. All I could do was screech and squeak until he went away. Well, I suppose I'm alive, in a manner of speaking anyway. You all right there, pal? Yes, I'm fine. Well, I'm not, of course. I wouldn't be here otherwise. But for the sake of conversational integrity, fine. I take it you read my case file and know why I'm here? You're here for an addiction problem. Yes. Embarrassing, isn't it? What's to be embarrassed about? I remember when Ulysses S. Grant was president. Didn't seem to bother him. Oh, well, of course. How wonderful it is that I share the mental failings of people who only live a single lifetime.
Oh, can I slap him, please?
Hey, come on now. There's a part of us that's still mortal. Can't help that, just like we can't help being dead. So I'm discovering. Look, I just need some tips and I'll be on my way. Just give me all the tricks. Whatever one does to make addictions go away.
Darling, addiction never goes away. The cravings will lessen, but the addiction will always be there.
Tips? Let me think.
Just a minor addiction. Well, yeah, there are no easy solutions.
Partner, there ain't no tips that'll magically cure you, but I'm here to listen. You know, I never in my life thought anyone would ever call me partner. Like partner, but not with a T. And I know how you English love your tea. Thank goodness we can still process tea. We cannot live on blood alone. I appreciate the concern, though. I must admit, I rather saw myself above this whole addiction thing.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
I tell you what, let's not worry about being above or below anything. You're here now, so let's see what we can do. What exactly are you addicted to? It's a form of plasma, a catalytic compound of my own design, a necessary component of my own scientific goals. You're losing me. Well, let me try to make it simple. I have been able to replicate and even alter the molecular patterns that vampiric erythrocyte surface receptors receive.
I understood the plasma part. I do not understand this.
Our unique physiology gives us an increased ligand affinity, which is how we are able to process blood the way that we do. I can extend this receptivity and thus achieve my true goal: synthetic blood, freedom from the hunger that plagues us, and hope for all humanity.
Yeah.
Well, dang, that sounds pretty impressive, Doc. Well, it doesn't work without a vampiric catalyst, and that is the plasma I am addicted to. Pathetic, isn't it? I have spent 400 years trying to steal the secret of blood, only to be engulfed by it, like Prometheus walking into a fireplace. Pathetic? Doc, where the heck would you get a word like that? You've come up with a synthetic blood. Man, I can barely get my spurs on some mornings. Maybe you had a setback or two, but give yourself a little credit, compadre. Credit? For wasting 400 years? Practically speaking, I'm in the same place as I was back when King James was in power. Only now I have a drug problem. Perhaps I must face facts. My professor was right. Nothing we ever do will make a damned bit of difference.
Samuel, listen to him. Do you recognize his patterns of thought?
There's some distortions in there, ain't there?
I knew you would sense them. Invite him to talk more about this failure of his.
I'll do my best. Now hold on just a minute there, cowpoke. I've heard you talk a lot about failure. But it sure sounds to me like you ain't thinking clearly if you think you're a failure. I am a realist, that's all.
No, you're a pessimist, darling.
Look at me. 400 years of study and still dabbling with leukocytes. I'm saying I am surely the oldest, most well-studied doctor in the world. I should have achieved more than this. Well, it's all my fault, really. I cannot seem to motivate my scientists to reach the necessary level of dedication. It's always shocking to me how little urgency mortals have around death.
I was supposed to already click on... Okay, that's control fallacy.
So it's all your fault that you haven't come up with the perfect synthetic blood. It can't be anyone else's fault. Only I have the skill, the knowledge, and the experience. Pardon me for saying so, Doc, but it sounds like what you're doing is pretty dang complicated. It sounds to me like you're some kind of god if you expect control over life itself. Please, I am a scientist, not a spiritualist. It is not control I seek, but understanding. And are you ever gonna have perfect understanding?
No.
No, of course not. I'm not a wizard. So how about not putting saving the world on one person, Doc? That is a simplification, but I take your point. As I was saying, now that I'm addicted to my own drug, I have joined the ranks of mortal celebrities in my utter irrelevance.
Yeah.
Dr. Drain's view of the world is quite stark, isn't it? I do find the English tendency toward expressive words adorable, though.
Now that I'm addicted to my own... That's a pretty dark read on things. You know, lots of folks get over their addictions. Yes, but not me.
You realized that you're addicted to something. That is a start. The battle with addiction is a long and hard process, alright? And it starts with realizing you have a problem and seeking help. That's a point not everybody reaches. So you are already at a good starting point. Now we just have to move on from there.
I'm trying to tell you that even if you are addicted, that ain't the end, hermano. You got a lot of life and opportunity left in you. If you can call this life. Now hold on there, that's what I call Nosferatu thinking, straight from the coffin. Life ain't all black and white, it's got its shades of gray too, you know. Come on, Sam, there's some distortions in that whole speech you missed, you dang fool. Oh, tarnation, now I'm labeling. Hey, cowpoke, you mind repeating all that stuff you just said? I most certainly do mind, but very well. Look at me. 400 years of study, and still dabbling with I don't know many people who would call working with leukocytes dabbling. I mean, I gotta admit, I have no earthly clue what you're talking about. So unless you made up all them science terms, I think you might be doing more than playing with a chemistry set. Perhaps, but if we consider all there is to know about blood, I know precious little. But you know something. Yes, I concede I might know something about blood. I would hope so after 400 years. You still got more knowledge about blood than most, whether it's been 4 years or 400 years, amigo. Let's get back to what you were saying, though. I'm saying I am surely the oldest, most well-studied doctor in the world. I should have achieved more than this.
Maybe, no.
I wonder who told Dr. Drain
yeah,
that he needed to do
obviously
so much.
should.
I'm saying, who said you should have achieved more? Isn't it obvious? I should have something to show for 400 years of work. And what happens if you don't? Absolutely nothing at all. Well, that's my point. That is not as encouraging as you think it is. Ain't meant to be encouraging, just showing you a little reality. Oh, well played, cowpoke. Perhaps I am being a little dramatic.
Yeah, no shit.
Yes, I'm aware that in reality progress has been made, enough to get to this point. But I didn't come here to ask for a pat on the back and to be told I'm a good boy.
But you're gonna need it.
Ain't my department, but I hear they do some of that stuff downstairs. Yes, yes, we all know very well that the Continentals are more sexually liberated than we are.
No, no, I give up. I give up.
But as I say, I don't want all this therapy stuff. I just want to stop using this damn drug.
Then stop using it.
Well, so what's so good about this stuff anyway? Why do you like it? I'm not certain. I don't remember what happens after I take it, but I wake up feeling, how do I put this, alive. Well, that don't sound so bad. A good nap can make me feel like a new man. I'm not talking about feeling refreshed. I mean I feel alive. As if I'm someone else. Someone who lives. And I wake up and find, oh gracious me, I am not depressed. You mean to tell me that you're going to sleep depressed every night? Oh, nothing of the sort. Oh well, I'm glad to hear that. You are assuming that I can simply go to sleep and my global scientific enterprise will run itself.
He doesn't sleep at all.
Oh wait just a gosh darn minute. You're telling me you don't sleep? Yes, it's not as though we can get much deader already, and I have work to do. So you're not sleeping, and you're always depressed. I think we're starting to get somewhere. Oh, don't be such a bumpkin. If you are a sapient individual, aware of the world around you, depression is the only sensible reaction. It has nothing to do with sleep.
It has a lot to do with sleep, actually. I guess it's disqualifying the positives.
Depression is the only sensible reaction.
Okay,
He makes the goths downstairs seem almost joyous in their perspectives, doesn't he?
Oh, don't be such a bumpkin. If you are a sapient individual, come on now, it's a big world out there, and different things are depressing to different people. Everyone reacts to things differently. Ain't it true that a sensible person, as you call them, might even be a different degree of depressed? Very well, I suppose I might have been using a bit of mild hyperbole.
Mild?
Mild is putting it mildly, buckaroo.
Mm-hmm.
Buckaroo? Now I'm even more depressed.
Dude needs a hug.
Regardless, I didn't come here to be a whiner. Oh, boo-hoo, on life is hard. Yes, we all know it's hard.
I'm not here to whine. And all he did is whine.
In the moments I wake up, I feel free. I suppose it must be what being an ignoramus feels like.
It's what actually resting feels like, darling. If you want to get somewhere, you need sleep. Your brain needs to process everything that happens during the day, and I don't think that's gonna be any different from a vampire. So, get sleep, and wow, suddenly you might make some progress with your blood samples, and maybe even get rid of your addiction, even though I don't think it's actually an addiction. Maybe it's just putting you to sleep, and suddenly, wow, you feel like you actually are refreshed.
It wears off rather quickly, but I must admit that I've been chasing that feeling of false contentment. Partner, I gotta cut in here. You're saying a lot of things that just ain't true. Let's start from the top. Oh, don't be such a bumpkin. If you are a sapient individual, aware of the world around you, depression is the... Regardless, I didn't come here to be a whiner. Oh, boo-hoo, on life is hard. Yes, we all know it's hard. Now, why'd you say coming and talking to me makes you a whiner? Is that not what I currently am? Sounds to me like you're expressing yourself. Whiner is the word you used. Yeah, if you want to call it whining, that's up to you. But that's entirely your label. Oh, very well, call it moaning or whinging if you prefer. Moaning, whinging, bellyaching, still all just labels. I don't believe I shall be using the term bellyaching in any case. But as I was saying, in the moments I wake up, I feel free. I suppose it must be what being an ignoramus feels like.
Didn't I have this? Is this not labeling again?
You honestly think feeling good makes you an ignoramus? The phrase ignorance is bliss is most apt, don't you think?
It has an interesting concept, for sure. But it also... I don't know. But it puts the finger in the wound for some, I'm quite sure. If they realize that they're doing it themselves is the other question. And to you, Drain, ignorance is bliss is, he has a very famous saying, and it just means that knowing too much can be a heavy burden. It doesn't mean that just because you are feeling good in a moment is you being ignorant to the horrors of this world. You're allowed to feel fine. You're allowed to feel happy. You're allowed to have fun and sleep and rest. It doesn't make you ignorant to the wrongs of this world.
But by calling yourself an ignoramus, you're making bliss something to be avoided. Yes, unfortunate how that works, isn't it? The only way to be happy is by being a fool.
No! Yo, dude, Sam, just slap him. He needs a slap. Right about now. I know I would be a great therapist.
Partner, those are your labels. Try using something more positive and see how you feel. What, shall I say that by being ignorant, I am a noble genius?
He doesn't understand. That's the most frustrating thing.
Still just labels. Oh, very well. I suppose I might be discounting my experience. I don't know how to say this, amigo. You really don't like letting yourself be happy.
Hot calling the castle black.
Honestly, I'm failing to see the problem with taking this stuff. Seems like it's making you get the rest you need and it makes you feel good. What's the problem? First of all, I do not need to rest. And partaking of this plasma does have downsides. What kind of downsides? I do not know what happens when I partake of the substance. However, when I wake up, I feel refreshed. But I also smell of blood and sex.
Oh my. Oh my.
Once I even woke up wearing a football jersey. It was most distasteful.
So it basically lets out his fun side?
I guess you must be having some kind of good time. That is not my idea of a good time.
Yeah, I can imagine. You probably want to be chained to the wall, staring at your blood samples all day, every day.
I'm Dr. Drain. I am intelligent and worldly, not some ill-bred monster.
You were alive at some point, right? You went out and had fun, right? Like, I am a homebody, and even I went out with my friends to party, or watched movies or went out to just eat and meet them. Oh, okay, no, he doesn't have friends, let's face it. He does not have a single friend. Nobody could live with this goddamn fool.
I don't go gallivanting into godforsaken places to engage in depraved coitus and the consumption of dirty blood. It sounds to me like you're real good at denying yourself things.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I should be better at it. You know, Doc, a wise old vampire recently told me something I'm about to tell you. You keep talking about the things you should be doing. You, compadre, are shoulding all over yourself. Oh, well, that is vivid, isn't it? I can now add incontinence to my already considerable list of faults. I'm being serious. I'm listening to you tell me I should be doing this, and I shouldn't be doing that. But who gave you all them shoulds and shouldn'ts? I don't know. It shouldn't matter, should it? I've been dead for over 400 years. It's the oldest stuff that sticks with us, amigo. We all got traumas. Heck, we're dead men. That's traumatic no matter what. What we gotta start with is you. You've been through a lot. Don't rope yourself up so tight. Listen, we're doing good work already, I know it. Now, let's not push too hard. I would really like you to think about where all them shoulds are coming from before we meet again. And be good to yourself, all right, partner? Don't feel like you gotta go cold turkey on that plasma stuff. Yes, well, all the same, I'd rather not do it at all.
Yeah, I can imagine. Having fun seems to be painful to you. And sleep is also very painful.
Is that actually gonna happen, though? It might.
No.
You're dipping into it tonight, aren't you? I was thinking about it. All right, partner. Just give yourself a little compassion. That's all I'm asking. I'll admit, you've given me some things to think about. Not pleasant ones, mind. You can handle it, partner. You're way smarter than I am. Yes, well, that is certainly true. Very well. I shall do some reflecting, inasmuch as our kind can reflect.
I want to slap him so bad. Holy hell, this man annoys me. I could never be a therapist.
I shall see you in precisely 4 weeks then. Farewell, Sam.
4 weeks, alright. Looking forward to it.
Masterfully done, Samuel. I knew you would do well, but that doesn't make me any less pleased.
Well, that was a hell of a rush. That fella's holding on tighter than a holster to a gunslinger's hip. It felt real good to help him look at himself a little more kindly.
Good, Samuel. Treasure this feeling. But also rest. Go downstairs, get something to drink, relax in your coffin. Next week you shall see a new client. I think they will be an interesting challenge for you. I bid you good evening, Samuel. Rest in peace.
You too, Andy. Well, I guess it's time I got me some grub.
Please tell me I don't have to play that minigame again.
Well, that's it, I guess. My first client. Can't believe I'm doing this therapy stuff already. I sure could use a drink. I'll check in with Crimson.
Well, if it isn't Yosemite Sam, how you doing tonight, partner?
Better already, hearing from someone from the States who knows the lingo.
I'm not from any states, cowpoke. District of Columbia girl here.
I figured you must have been coastal. You sound a little more, polished than I do.
You should hear my German.
I was alright.
Maybe some other time. My brain's full tonight. I had my first therapy session with a real client.
Oh, yeah? How do you think it went?
Well, it wasn't great. It was... Why is it always black and white? It was a start, is what I say. It wasn't absolutely great, but it wasn't absolutely awful either. Like, the client was awful, yes, but...
I reckon it was a bullseye on my end.
You should have seen me. Labeling, blam, disqualifying the positive, kapow.
I'm glad to hear it. Someone has got to sort these vamps out. They know how to hold on to their problems.
True that.
You ain't kidding. Living or dead, once people hit 70, they get pretty dang set in their ways.
Nah, that happens way earlier, darling.
You know Andy still uses a typewriter? I can't get that gorgeous man to see the light. Keep it up, cowboy. You're a breath of fresh air for these ancient ones.
Anyone ever tell you you're wise beyond your years, Crimson? You must have had some life.
And hey, she should be happy that he's writing on a typewriter at all. He's over 3,000 years old. I could see him sticking to pen and paper for the rest of his unlife.
Afraid I'm exactly as wise as my years. How old do you think I am, cowboy?
Yeah, don't ask a woman for their age. But I would say, from the drawing, I would say around 30.
I'm gonna do the gentlemanly thing and not hazard a guess.
You would have gotten it wrong anyway. I'm 50 years young.
50? Alright.
50? I died around that age and I looked like shit. But you ain't a vampire.
Like I told you, I'm Andy's blood partner. He shares his blood with me too, just not enough to turn me into one of you. I've been 30 for a good while now.
Alright, my guess about her look age is correct.
But you ain't joining our team? Sounds like a story.
Not for tonight, buckaroo. I bet you're thirsty after a big night. Andy told me to give this to you.
Oh yeah? What is it?
We had a group of Americans come in last week who donated their blood. Andy can't stand the stuff. He says the blood glucose levels are too high, but he thought you'd appreciate it.
Oh, it ain't so bad. I gotta ask though, what does Andy's blood taste like?
To me, it tastes like life itself, cowboy.
I ain't sure I understand.
Never you mind. Look, Tex, I've got some customers to serve, so go enjoy your juice, okay?
Oh, of course. I'm keen to get some rest anyway. You have yourself a fine night, Crimson.
This demo is way longer than I expected. Not gonna lie.
There he is, my incredible protege.
Damn, how long is this demo?
Come on now.
I wanted to play another game. Okay, I've got a feeling for it, so I guess I could just be like, I've seen everything that I need to make a decision. I can see myself playing bits and pieces of this here and there, but I don't think I would do it on stream or for recording session. It's not the most riveting story. It's interesting from a psychological point of view, and it tackles vampires from a different angle for sure. My eyes are tearing up right now. I have no idea why. Oh well, allergies. Making it worse by rubbing it in. Let's go. But yeah. Interesting concept. Not sure if I like the execution all that much.
Evidence stands against that reasoning, my friend. Do we need to talk about disqualifying the positive again?
All right, I get it. I guess I've been muddling through okay.
You've been doing wonderfully. I hope you are ready for a bit of a challenge tonight. Your next client has been known to be somewhat difficult. Here, look at her intake form.
Isabella Deste. Dang, she's got some funny taste in hats.
550 female Renaissance. Okay. Isabella was a key figure in the Italian Renaissance, funding the works of Leonardo da Vinci, Andrea Tegna, and Michelangelo. She received a humanist education and knows much about history, art, music, and philosophy. She comes from a highly aristocratic background but has endured considerable family issues through the generations. She states that she's undergoing an existential immortality crisis, suggesting that her life and unlife have both been meaningless. Suggestion: be exceedingly polite. Okay.
I think you should get along quite well then.
Walked right into that one.
Isabella is not your average vampire. She was once the powerful matriarch of one of the most influential families in Europe.
You're not gonna tell me she was a Medici, right?
She fraternized with popes and kings, and she also wielded great power over the art world. Some say that she was the model for the Mona Lisa.
I don't see the smile.
One of them highfalutin types, huh? I don't think she's gonna like me much.
She is as human as any of us, Samuel. I already know you will find a way to relate with her.
If you say so.
Remember, you can always seek my advice if you feel lost. You are not alone. But I hear the beating of elegant wings. Breathe, Samuel. Oh, and do be polite.
Goodness. So you are the new therapist Andromachos told me of. I was not expecting someone so rugged.
Sorry about that.
Sam Walls at your service, ma'am.
You are a therapist.
Well, that's what I'm here for, ma'am.
Enough with this, ma'am. I am not running a whorehouse. You may call me Senora.
Signora. That's probably the closest in pronunciation. Signora. Signora. Senora. Signora.
All right, Signora.
You have seen my what? Have you been peeking under my skirts, young man?
Huh? What are you talking about, lady?
Signora. Say it.
Signora.
Signora. Signora.
Signora?
Porca miseria, this is not going to be easy, is it?
Nope.
Therapy ain't never easy, Signora.
So, therapy is always easy then?
I said it ain't never easy, Signora.
Is therapy easy or is it not?
Not, I guess.
Oh, how are we to examine my inner demons if your own speech is so diabolical?
You know what? Let's start over. Greetings and salutations, Signora. I am most honored to receive you in my humble office.
Very well. I suppose it will do.
I'm just here to help, Signora. It says here on your intake forms that you've been having a tough time lately.
A tough time? Indeed, yes, it has been a tough time. The realization that not only am I a corpse, but that I have been a useless corpse for nearly 400 years is a tough time.
She has a weird mixture of Italian and Spanish in her pronunciation, it feels like.
So what's it off this feeling that you're a corpse?
I saw a film at the cinema.
Hey, I love the cinema.
And French a little bit. But okay, those languages are quite close, so. I don't think she's all that into Hollywood glamour, let's be honest. Movies?
Well, not many of our kind are movie buffs. What are some of your favorite films?
I would hesitate to say favorite, but there are some films that are more acceptable than others. For instance, Beneath the Velvet Dusk or In Search of Sadness are engaging explorations of the mortal condition.
Oh, I ain't heard of them. You ever seen The Three Stooges?
Utter vulgarity. I do not waste my time with such nonsense. Alas, these Stooges 3 would be preferable to the abomination I saw at the cinema that made me realize just how dead I am. It was a most terrible film, one that shook me to my core. The pain of it lingers with me still 5 years later.
Well, movies can be pretty powerful. Heck, I remember seeing one of the first films. There was a train coming right for the audience. We thought we were dead for sure.
The first movie clip, whatever.
This film was not powerful, it was meaningless. It said nothing, did nothing, less than nothing, as loudly and garishly as possible. And the audience, fools that they were, cheered, applauded this desecration of the mind. I hate this film with all my being, for it has done the cruelest thing. It has revealed the dark truth. This life that I cling to has no purpose.
Dang, what the heck was this movie?
Space Wars. Rise of the Spacewalker.
You know, I hated the 7th movie of Star Wars as well. I do think 8 was way better, and I know that I'm in the minority with that one. Sorry, I had to turn off my fan. Rise of the Spacewalker. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Space Wars, the big science fiction franchise?
Yes, I believe it is important to understand modern media diets.
But that's the movie that gave you your personal crisis?
Mind your tone. Do not think me a fool. I know it was not high art. But the money it made, it would make even the Pope blush.
Nah, the Pope is richer.
This stinking trash. This is what the people want.
Nostalgia, darling. Nostalgia is a huge factor in these things. I'm also sick and tired of all the reruns and rewrites and gender bender storytelling to every already known franchise, because making movies is costing them so much they can barely afford to really explore new themes, explore new genres, explore overall anything really. Instead they go for the safe route because they know people will go watch their movies in the cinemas or buy the DVDs, Blu-rays, whatnot. Subscribe to their streaming service, watch said movie. Oh yeah, and let's not forget all the fan goodies they can sell because of the 10th release in the series or something. Yeah. Quite tired of it, but I can understand. But it is a homemade problem, so I'll take my understanding away again. If making a movie already costs millions, then of course they're not gonna risk anything.
You see, I understand now. My attempts to infuse art with meaning were pointless. All that I am, all that I ever was, is dead.
I know.
For such a complicated woman, the answers are overly simple for Signora Deste, are they not, Samuel?
You see,
You don't seem that dead to me. We're having this conversation, ain't we? You ain't just lying there decomposing.
It is no different. I might as well be rotting in the ground.
I think you might get pretty bored.
Are you getting smart with me, boy?
Look, I'm just talking facts. If you're saying all you are is dead, I think you might be doing some Nosferatu thinking. It ain't black and white. You're here. But let's go back to what you were saying.
Once, I elevated art, and all the world benefited. Why have I lost my power to elevate art now?
All the world benefited? There's a lot of people, and they got a lot of different preferences. You can't get them all, can you?
But I could, once upon a time.
You can't reach everybody, Senora. I hadn't even heard of the Mona Lisa until about 1911.
Did you have any schooling whatsoever?
No, I didn't. But I don't think anyone in my time knew about the Mona Lisa either.
Well, you're American.
Oh, how wonderful. You add to my despair.
I'm saying you can't reach everyone, even in your own time.
That is true. I doubt the rabble had much of an opinion about the so-called great masters.
We only know what we know. But you were saying.
We only know what really impacts us, let's be honest. And then we get taught, of course, as well, but looking at the schooling system these days, what really sticks? Nothing, right? Maybe you remember a teacher that you liked or a teacher that you very disliked, but really any topics that weren't relevant outside of your school life? I can maybe tell you 2, 3. That's about it.
It was all for nothing. What good was guiding Da Vinci when they sell the Mona Lisa on beer coasters?
Come on now. Just because the Mona Lisa's been on a coaster doesn't mean that's all it's ever been for. I think you might be downplaying just what an impact you've had on the world.
The world needs no help from me to reduce my life's efforts to cheap commodities.
So just because something gets printed on a t-shirt, that cancels out everything that's good about it?
Yes, that is exactly what it does.
And I thought I was good at disqualifying the positive.
It should not be so. Art should have meaning, purpose. Beauty should expose truth.
You're saying art should have meaning and purpose, but does all art need those things?
In a way, all art has meaning and purpose, but it doesn't necessarily mean it has meaning and purpose for everybody. It just might have meaning and purpose only to the creator themselves.
What is the purpose of creation otherwise?
How about if I just like doodling? Ain't that a good enough reason to draw?
It is a pointless reason.
Or maybe I want to do something pointless. All I'm saying is that I don't have the same shoulds you do.
Perhaps you should.
But I don't. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do.
Which is speak like a peasant.
Heck, that's what I am, Senora. Ain't nothing gonna change that reality. Let's get back to what you were saying.
But it seems I am just a dead woman. A walking corpse who is not worth listening to. I should walk into the sun.
Now why have you gotta go and call yourself names?
They are not names, they are my reality. I am a dead woman, and I am a corpse, am I not?
Is that all you are?
This is how I am defined by the world.
Seems to me you're the one using them names. Hell, I think I'd be a little afraid of calling you a corpse.
As you should be. Allow me to continue. You know, you make me sound rather mad. Like an old woman, railing at the world, screaming into the void, all to no purpose.
Yeah, you're really close to realizing, huh?
Look, Senora, all I'm trying to do is show you where you're a little rigid in your thinking is all. You're expecting a lot from the world and a lot from yourself. It ain't no surprise that you're gonna be disappointed over and over again.
I suppose that is some insight. Indeed, I have been in a state of disappointment from the moment I was 16.
What happened when you were 16?
I got married.
Ah, I think I get it.
You absolutely do not get it. You are a man.
Well then, help me understand.
Frankie, my husband, he taught me the meaning of disappointment.
Harsh, Lady, but I understand.
He taught me the world was built upon lies. These things men proclaim as values. Truth, beauty, the spiritual. They were all fiction.
That is entirely true, though. It is just kind of agreed upon things in society that are actually true.
But if men did not live according to principle, I would. I would set the example and shame them all.
And that's gonna hurt them how? Darling, that's what they want. They want you to belittle yourself. They want you to box yourself in, to not be the powerful being that you can be. That you, forgive me, should be.
Yet, what a fool I have been to think humanity had greater aims.
No, they just want more money.
So, what's this greater aim you're talking about?
I received a humanist education as a child. I was taught that the pathway to God was through rationality and a questioning mind, not slavish devotion to tradition. This world is not Eden, but it could be. Or so I thought.
So you're talking about a literal pathway to God?
No, fool. A pathway to godliness. To live according to our natures. Our true natures.
What are these three options? What? Humanists. I need to remember. Give me a second. Let me Google. Humanists believes. Humanists believe that individuals can live ethical, meaningful lives without religion. They rely on reason, empathy, and scientific evidence to understand the universe and make moral decisions, emphasizing human welfare, happiness, and personal responsibility in the present life rather than a supernatural afterlife. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. It sounded very different from her explanation, but then again, it was the... what? 1500s? 1600s? Something like that. Oh, when she was born, I mean. Nudists.
You mean being nudists?
An utterly disgusting and prurient notion. Genitalia should be covered at all times.
What's so bad about genitalia?
Oh boy, you
just
sound like a politician from my home state.
Then your politicians are very wise.
I ain't so sure about that.
Preach.
They are at least sensible enough to know the purpose of the penis is procreation, not exhibition.
Well, yeah, I don't want to see penis swinging around in nature. Let's be honest, but we should just be normal about human bodies, not sexualize them unnecessarily. I don't want everybody to walk around naked. I just want people to stop sexualizing every little bit of another human being's body. Like, you can find something attractive, don't get me wrong, but finding something attractive and sexualizing it is just two different things, at least in my mind.
Such a thing is not in God's image.
Isabella, you were not taught a humanist believe if you believe in God, but then again, you're Italian. It's kind of hard to get past the religious beliefs of Italians. But if you were taught to believe in God, then you should also believe in the text given to you by said God, telling you that men were created in the image of God, meaning he decided that they would have ugly little protrusions in the lower half of their body. So how is that not in the God's image you so proclaim?
Well, talk to me about this pathway to God. How do you reckon we find this path?
I reckon nothing. I've always known that we can find our way back to God by fulfilling our human potential to be the greatest souls possible.
You really think we've got that much control, Senora? All we got to do is be perfect, and then we've got our pathway to the Almighty?
Yes, it seems quite clear to me.
Senora, if that's how it is, it ain't no wonder you ain't forgiving yourself or anyone for the slightest mistakes. I would ask myself if anyone really has that much control. But keep talking.
I have always known we must master ourselves and our baser instincts. Virtue must triumph over vice.
You know, there have been many entities over time that have tried to control humanity. They have all failed, and the Senora would do well to remember it.
There's another control fallacy.
You've been around a while, Senora. In all that time, when have we
I
mastered
know that
ourselves and our baser
they
instincts?
can come twice in a row. I just didn't think they would do it again. And Nosferatu thinking control fallacy are quite close in the explanation, so I just went for it again for the other one.
Not a single day. Men especially have no bottom to their depravity.
Damn, what was his name again? Frankie? What did he do to you, darling? Well, I guess he had a lot of mistresses, huh? Yeah, I feel you.
All right, fair enough. So us fellas have disappointed you every day for a few hundred years, right? Ain't that proof that nothing you do is gonna change that?
An evil thought, Mr. Sam Walls, but true, I concede.
We're in agreement then. It's a little bit of a control fallacy to think that's gonna change because of you. Well, let's keep going.
Well, she's a start, but I don't think she would be a good start. As I said before, living in the way that men want you to live in is not the way to make them change their mind. It is just doing what they want. After all, to have you be a little tiny mouse they can squash under their feet if they want to.
I have always known that the earthly lives we lead are disgusting, and only war and death can come of them.
The world is very dark to our dear Senora, is
Okay,
it not,
it's
Samuel?
Nosferatu again.
I did not know my own life was so devoid of meaning.
I have always known.
Hold up just a sec there, cowpoke. You really think all we can do is sow death and destruction?
I do not poke cows. Do I look like a farmer?
Come on, Senora. You've been alive to see what? 15, 20 billion people live and die? You really saying death and destruction is all each and every one of them ever amounted to?
Well, perhaps not individually, but as an immortal, I look at the greater arc of history.
Yeah, but wars and fights are only ever started by what? Repeat after me. Men. No, it's a small group of powerful beings, mostly men, that do these awful things. And yes, fights in the more domestic sense can come from both sides, but the more violent outbursts are mostly provided by, repeat after me, men. Anyway.
Most of us ain't looking to contribute to the greater arc of history, but that don't mean life's pointless. That's some Nosferatu thinking, I'll tell you what. But let's continue.
I have always known the people have become fat and lazy, and living within the Garden of Eden is impossible in such a state.
That can't be Nosferatu thinking again. Okay, give me a sec. No. Sometimes things can seem black and white. Win or lose, famine or feast, live or die. Like everything's a big showdown. It can feel like we've got only two options, winning the day or ending up with a stake in the heart. That's Nosferatu thinking. It's thinking in extremes and ignoring all the in-between. We stress ourselves out when stakes are high. Okay. Define positive. On account of the nasty stuff I've done, I can feel like a real good for nothing sometimes, but that's disqualifying the positive. Cancelling out the good and leaving the bad. It ain't a distortion to see the positive in yourself or in a situation, it's just being honest. It is an extreme statement, so I guess it is Nosferatu again. No?
Our esteemed client is very good at coming up with names for others, isn't she? Perhaps you can call
Labeling,
her out on this behavior.
I have always...
Sounds to me like you're coming up with labels for kicking people out of the Garden of Eden. Is that all we amount to? Fat and lazy?
Look around your own country, boy. Look at me. See my disgusting rolls and saggy features.
Oh, you're beautiful. What are you talking about?
Would you let me into the Garden of Eden?
I would, yes. Even though I don't even believe in it, but I would.
Well, sure. Why the heck not?
I am glad you are not the gatekeeper, then.
You rather have a gatekeeper who wouldn't let you in? Listen, Senora, you gotta go easy on yourself with them labels. Well, let's keep talking, though.
I have always known we should act with dignity if we would take our place at God's side once more.
I think this here's the meat of it, Senora. The filet mignon.
Ow.
I fear your French is even worse than your Italian.
True that.
Here's the thing, Senora. Who came up with all them shoulds that'll take you to God?
Well, God.
Why, the greatest thinkers of history that I studied in my youth. Plato, Aristotle, Cicero, Aquinas.
None of whom were Christian. They're all, well, not all, either ancient Greek or ancient Rome. Darling, those did not believe in a single god. They had multiple gods they believed in. And yeah, they wrote down rules of prohibition, or more so, rules of what they thought was good behavior. That doesn't mean that's actually a good thing. What?
Sounds like a bunch of dead guys to me. They really had it all figured out way back when, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, of course not. How foolish do you think me?
Apparently very.
Not at all, Senora. Just questioning where all them shoulds are coming from. But let's keep going.
So you think you are so very clever, do you, boy? That by pointing out my distortions, you have won?
No.
That is where you are truly the fool. I already know how wrong I have been, that I have been chasing an impossible fiction all my life. Indeed, I now believe that even if we did follow the pathway to God, once we reach the end, we would discover that he, too, was a work of fiction.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
When I say God,
Sherlock.
I mean goodness, propriety, intelligence. God himself is a lie.
Must. Heard, huh?
I see. So you've lost your faith?
Yes, it has crumbled to dust, much like myself in this fat, wretched old body.
Girl, stop calling yourself ugly and fat. You are neither.
Beauty and truth are lies. Ideas developed by ugly men to justify their existence.
The last part is true. And I guess the first part is, in a way.
While we occupy ourselves chasing those ideals, they create space wars to leech our money and our vitality. And to think they call me judgmental while they created the false ideal to judge against. You don't think I'm judgmental, do you, boy?
Oh, I do think so, actually.
I wouldn't put it that way exactly. Besides, I ain't gonna call you names. In fact, that's where I think I want to challenge you. Senora, I think the person you're judging more than anyone is yourself. I know you got raised with all them high ideals, so of course you're getting disappointed when nobody can reach them. That's some heavy pressure, not just on them, but on yourself. I'd ask yourself what all that pressure's doing for you. Is it bringing you any satisfaction? We can't always control what things are gonna be.
This is not acceptable.
Hold on, I know this one. What the heck she mean it's unacceptable to not be in control all the time? Let's say that again, Senora. I got some bad news for you, Senora. None of us really has the power to change the world on our own. Not even a clever lady like yourself. I suggest we start working on ways of helping you find a way to accept the world for what it is.
But the world is base and unworthy.
And so are you.
Remember that term I told you about? Nosferatu thinking? You're gonna strip all the color out of the world if you keep doing that. The world's a lot more than just base and unworthy.
Nosferatu thinking. I am not used to having my own thoughts thrown back at me.
Well, that's why you're here, ain't it? I ain't gonna help you change the world, Senora. All I can do is help you find some other perspectives.
I suppose there is a certain simpleton's wisdom in the way you speak.
Thanks, I guess.
Very well, boy. I will consider what you have said. We will meet again in exactly 4 weeks.
4 weeks
again? Do we have an
again?
understanding?
Yes, indeed, Senora.
Ugh. Please learn to speak properly by then.
Agreed.
Well done, Samuel. I believe you handled Senora Deste quite well.
I messed up way more than I did with the other guy.
You kidding? That lady straight up hates my guts.
Samuel, if Isabella Deste hated your guts, she would not be shy about telling you so.
True.
That I believe.
The older we get, the harder it is to gain a different perspective. Have patience. We are not all as wise as Samuel Walls.
Guess it's just that simpleton's wisdom, as the Senora called it.
Do not adopt her labels, Samuel. I will not stand for it. I know she was a challenge, but you rose to it as I knew you would. I think you deserve a night of hard drinking. What do you say?
You don't need to tell me twice. All right, Andy. I'll see you later then.
Indeed, Samuel. Enjoy yourself. Excellent work tonight. Rest in peace.
Okay, I was about to say, if this were gonna go on for much longer, I would have ended it there. Oh. I know that there's okay, like a dating sim aspect to this as well, or at least I think the Steam page said something. Sorry about that. Exit. Visit store page. Maybe not. Although I have to say I would go for Andy. Maybe we just talk about. Yeah, okay. Andy told us about his sex life, how very active he was with both genders, so I guess that would also count towards the LGBTQ plus label. Well, yeah, it's an interesting concept. As I said, I'm not sure if I like the concept as it is depicted in the demo, but it seems like in the whole game you get a bit more of what to do. I guess the night after the therapy gets a bit more fleshed out and you get more stuff to do, things to explore, stuff like that. I can imagine that. Still not sure if I like this mini game, since I really don't know what to point towards what. I guess the pointy teeth are what are supposed to guide me, but yeah, it feels a bit weird to have that. What else? The concepts that they use are fine and dandy. Some are just so very close, which is quite normal in psychological theories, let's be honest here, but yeah, it's kind of hard to differentiate them sometimes.
There is a place.
Stop. Which is fine. It's just, yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm too tired to continue. 2 hours. 2 hours of this demo. Well, they give you a lot, I guess. That's fine. As I said. Oh, sorry. Oh. Sorry. No stream tomorrow. Not sure if I said it. I wrote it in the description for YouTube. I'll pre-record another part of Paranormasight before work tomorrow. Hopefully I get to editing before then. Totally forgot on Tuesday. And yeah. We shall continue Hades on Friday, hopefully, otherwise on Monday if it's insufferably hot in here again on Friday, which it sadly looks like it will be. But yeah, hopes die last. I'm just so tired. I can't think of anything else to say. As always, thanks for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed this look at 2 games. We didn't really get far, did we? And I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.